Day 63. I was born into a family where money was twisted and distorted. My mother had an abnormally intense craving for wealth. As a child, I didn't realize how serious it was. My father let things slide, while my mother was secretly doing things behind our backs. We just thought we were always poor, but we never understood the root of the problem. We were afraid to ask. We couldn't get close. Our upbringing was repressive. There was no real bond between siblings. That sense of isolation was buried deep within us from a young age. When my father was diagnosed with terminal cancer, the reality and the family's financial debts finally came to the surface. But my mother refused to solve the problem. Instead, she kept blaming my father for not working or earning. In truth, my father had still been contributing to living expenses. When we, the children, tried offering solutions, she simply shut them down. We were already adults, surviving on our own, yet still powerless to help our father in his final stage, unable to escape the guilt of what we ought to give. We knew both parents had their financial issues, but this guilt didn't come from logic or reason. It was an emotional pattern trained into us since childhood. For over 2 decades, my mother cried poor and kept borrowing. Now that my father was gravely ill and needed financial help, she told relatives he was unwilling to contribute. But the truth is, he had nothing left. He had already passed his final safeguards to us. And we discovered, my mother had a stable income earlier this year. She told the relatives she had no money. She told us, the children, that she did. That's not a misunderstanding, that's emotional blackmail. A hand that reaches out to you and squeezes tight. This painting is my way of release. The red center is like an old wound. My strokes battle pressure and memory on canvas. Not to accuse, but to finally let this long-buried pain be seen.